Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. My name's Chris and today I'll be taking you through my unboxing of Mountain Goats, Sequoia and GPS expansion pack by Board Games Tables. First up, just a quick look at the back of the box, see what we get. We get an extra 2 players for GPS, enough satellites for another player in Sequoia, and enough goats for another player to take part in Mountain Goats, as well as a small expansion for each one. First thing I did notice when looking at this was the green goats, and whilst this isn't a problem and gives another way of a very different colour from the rest of the game, for me it does take away a little from the aesthetics as the other goats have more natural colours, but that's just personal preference. So we get some bags to put things in. So again, as the mentioned green goats, we get some yellow dice for the 6th player in Sequoia. Get a box containing the points tokens for mountain goats. So the tokens aren't actually in the box yet. It's just there to put them in after you've popped them out of the little trays that they come in. So we've got the rules for each one. So you've got the Sequoia expansion, Mountain Goats expansion, and both GPS expansions. So there's the numberless satellites expansion or the specialty satellites expansion. Then we have over here the tokens for each one. So the negative forests for Sequoia, extra goats tokens for the biggest mountain expansion for mountain goats. All of these lovely I guess star kind of shaped tree trunks, which is really nice. I really love that yellow. It's nice and vibrant, really noticeable. And then we've got pink and purple satellites for GPS, and you have all of the different, so you've got, I think that's a repair one, you've got a damage one, and then you've got one, so instead of using the start line, I think you start from this satellite instead. And then you've got pink and purple satellites. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time playing with the purple satellites. That's my favourite colour. So we'll just quickly have a look at the separate expansions, starting with Big Mountains for Mountain Goats. So in this one you get 2 extra playing tiles, which are double-sided, but as far as I can tell they're exactly the same on both sides. Taking a closer look at the rules. From this it looks like, as you don't get any extra goats, you take some of your goats from the mountain, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mountains, and you pop them over here instead of keeping them on the mountain. Could be quite interesting. So obviously if you do it early on, you can guarantee getting the bit higher mountains and getting those high scores. But if you do it later on, you might get the bonus points and extra tokens from the original game. And then just take a quick look at these tokens. So they're double-sided. You've got different points values for 4 to 5 players, for 3 players, and 2 players, which are both on this side. So 2 to 3 is 4, 8, 12, and then third player gets 16. And then 4 to 5 is 15, 12, 9, 6, and 3. Coming back to Sequoia, the negative value expansion. So you get these -1, -4, -2, and -5. You replace a 3-point token with a 5 and the 5-point token with the -4 and 5, and then randomly determine where the -1 and -2 goes. And the people with the lowest amounts on those tiles instead get negative points instead of the highest amounts getting the positive points. And then for 6 people, you've got the yellow tokens, which again, I really love that yellow. It is so vibrant and completely different to the other colours, so should stand out quite nicely. And finishing off, we have the GPS expansion. So this includes the 2 extra player tokens, so pink and purple. We've also got the two different expansions, which are the numberless satellite expansion or the specialty satellite expansion. So numberless, you just use the back sides of the special ones without numbers, so like this. And then the specialty expansion, you get the 3 extra satellites, which is the same for both games. And you can either choose between one of the base game satellites or one of your expansion ones when they're flipped over. You've got a downlink satellite, which determines your starting point, which is this one here. You've got the damaged satellite, which is this one. So when a player places a satellite in the same spot as one of your damaged one, they can't win. So they'd have to move that satellite away, or you can remove it from the game if the spinner lands on it. And then you've also got the maintenance satellite, which is this one here with a little spanner on it. And you can basically ignore the result of a spin using that, and then remove your maintenance satellite from the game. So it looks like it adds an extra element to GPS, which is good. For me, GPS is very luck based. I think the main thing from these expansions is definitely the extra player. Often we've wanted to play 5-player. Mountain Goats doesn't accommodate for that. 6-player on Sequoia is really, really nice. And then this one, going up to 7 players, not so much of an issue, but I really like the addition of the extra satellites. So, if you like this video, you can support me by liking, sharing, subscribing, or you can go to Patreon or mythicalmeeples.com and become a member, or just follow along. Members will get extra content. I'll post links in the description below. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!